Settle into this moment now. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be fixed or improved. You are already here. You have arrived at a soft, quiet place. A place where you do not have to hold anything together. Let the day stand a little farther away. All the small moments, all the conversations, all the tasks, they can rest now. They know how to wait outside the door of this gentle time. Notice the simple fact that your body is resting, supported, held. Feel the surface beneath you, the shape of your body meeting that support, the steady, reliable presence of it. You do not have to hold yourself up. You are being held. Allow your attention to drift slowly over your body, not to judge, not to measure, only to notice. Start with the places that touch the bed or the chair, the weight of your heels, the back of your legs, the softness beneath your hips. Sense how gravity is doing the work for you, pulling you gently down, inviting you to let go of any effort, any strain. Feel the back, the shoulders. If there is tension, it does not need to move yet. It is enough simply to feel that it is there, seen, allowed. Notice the way your head is supported, the pillow or cushion cradling the weight of it. You do not have to hold your neck stiff. You do not have to hold your thoughts in place. Let the muscles around your eyes grow a little softer. Even with your eyes closed, they can relax more. The tiny muscles around your forehead and temples can loosen. No one needs anything from you here. Become aware of your jaw. Is it tight or held? If it feels right, allow a little space between your teeth. Let your tongue rest comfortably, heavy, and relaxed. Notice how the air feels on your skin, the temperature in the room, the way the fabric brushes your body. Safe, gentle, familiar. You are surrounded by quiet. Even if there are small sounds, they can become part of the quiet. Nothing needs to be pushed away. Everything can soften into the background, like ripples on a still lake. Feel the simple rhythm of your breathing. No need to change it. No need to control it. Just noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. Sense how the air enters, cool or warm, passing through the nose or mouth. Feel the chest or belly gently expanding, then settling back down, rising and falling like slow waves on a calm shore. With each out-breath, let the body sink a little deeper, a little heavier, as if the surface beneath you is welcoming you, opening to hold you more fully. If thoughts drift through, let them pass like clouds across a wide, open sky. They do not have to stop. They do not have to make sense. You are not following them now. You are resting underneath them. Here, you cannot do this wrong. There is no right way to relax. However your body feels, however your mind moves, it is all allowed. Imagine that this moment is like a soft blanket being drawn around you, quietly, gently, tucking you into a space of safety and ease. Feel how the shoulders respond to that feeling of safety. Maybe they drop just a little. Maybe they stay where they are. Either way is perfectly fine. Notice your hands, where they are resting, the warmth of them, the weight of each finger. There is nothing they need to hold, no tasks waiting in your palms. Just rest. Let your awareness drift down to your legs, the thighs, heavy and supported, the knees, calm and quiet, the lower legs resting in their own natural way. Feel your feet, The heels, the arches, the toes, they carry you through so much of life. Now they too can be still. In this soft stillness, you are completely allowed to be exactly as you are. No performance, no expectations, just the simple truth of your body resting. Notice the gentle silence behind all sounds, a wide, open quiet that holds everything. You are resting inside that quiet now. With each breath, you can imagine sinking one small layer deeper into comfort, not pushing, not forcing, simply letting gravity and time do what they naturally do. If parts of the body feel restless, that is welcome too. They can move slightly if they need to, finding a more comfortable place, then returning to stillness, like a feather settling through the air. Feel how the support beneath you does not change, steady, patient. It will hold you no matter how deeply you drift. You do not have to keep track of anything. You do not have to stay alert. You are allowed to soften, to blur, to drift. Notice how the edges of the day become less clear, distant, as if they are fading into the background like a picture slowly dimming. What remains is this soft breathing, this gentle weight of the body, this feeling of being safe, here, now. If any worries appear, greet them kindly and set them down beside you. They can rest too. They do not need answers tonight. You are not alone in this quiet. You are held by the bed, by the room, by the soft darkness. Everything around you is supporting your rest. Allow your awareness to float between your body and your breath, sometimes feeling the weight, sometimes feeling the movement of air, drifting back and forth, unhurried and easy. Notice how each exhale carries away a tiny bit of the day, a gentle clearing, a slow release. The mind may grow softer around the edges now. Thoughts may come in fragments, or not at all. Both are welcome. This is a place where nothing needs to be organized. Let the quiet deepen, like evening light slowly dimming in a peaceful room. There is no rush to reach sleep. You are already resting, already in the doorway of dreams. Feel once more the simple contact of your body with its support, the steadiness of it, the warmth of the space around you, breath moving in, breath moving out. A slow, steady tide, gently rocking you. Everything is taken care of for now. You are safe to loosen your grip on this day, safe to let awareness grow soft and wide. Nothing is asked of you in this moment. You are free to sink, to float, to drift. Just breathing, just resting, quietly easing down into a softer, deeper calm, and a little farther into the comforting darkness of sleep. The day has been moving for a long time. Thoughts, tasks, conversations, little moments of effort. And now, everything begins to quiet. Notice how the space around you feels a little softer than before. The sounds, if there are any, seem a bit farther away. Nothing needs to be done with them. They can stay just as they are, while you gently turn inward. Find a sense of where your body is resting right now. Maybe on a bed, maybe in a chair, maybe somewhere in between. Feel the simple contact, the way your body is being held up, supported, carried by something steady beneath you. You do not have to hold yourself up. You can let the surface beneath you do that work. Notice how it feels to allow that, to hand over some of the effort. Begin to sense the weight of your body a little more clearly, the pull of gravity, the way everything naturally settles down, nothing forced, just a slow, gentle sinking into stillness, Feel the back of your head resting, heavy or light or somewhere in between. Notice how the cushion or pillow meets it, how it shapes itself to you. Move that soft attention down to your shoulders. If they are lifting themselves, even just a little, invite them to sink, as if they could slip a few millimeters deeper into the bed or chair, across the upper back, the weight of your shoulder blades, the steady support underneath. You do not have to be ready for anything now. Here, you are allowed to simply rest. Sense your arms, the length of them, from shoulders to elbows to wrists to hands. Notice how they lie, how the fabric or air or blanket touches your skin. Let the hands become a little heavier, fingers soft, palms easy, as though they are tired of holding on to the day and are finally setting everything down. Feel where your spine meets the surface beneath you, each part of your back resting, the gentle curve, the broad, steady contact. Imagine your back slowly widening, not really moving but loosening, spreading out into the support underneath, like ink softening into paper. Notice your hips, the weight of your pelvis, how firmly it is held, grounded, safe, across the thighs, down toward the knees, over the shins to the feet, the whole length of your legs, quietly resting. You might sense one leg more clearly than the other. That is fine. Nothing needs to be made even or perfect. You are only noticing, only feeling the natural heaviness that appears when you stop asking the body to move. In this stillness, you do not have to perform. You do not have to fix. You do not have to improve anything. You are simply here. Now gently meet your breathing, not changing it, not shaping it, just noticing that it is happening on its own. Feel the air as it comes in, cooler maybe, subtle, and the air as it leaves, a little warmer perhaps, soft. Follow one breath from start to finish, the beginning of the in-breath, that slight rise or opening, perhaps in the chest, perhaps in the belly, then the turn and the breath flowing out, the small release, the easy letting go. Each breath arrives without you asking for it. Each breath leaves when it is ready. A gentle rhythm like a calm wave on a quiet shore. Notice how the body responds to this rhythm, the way it rocks you very slightly from inside, the tiny movements that happen, even while you appear completely still. Any place that feels restless can be bathed in this slow breathing. As you breathe in, that place is noticed. As you breathe out, that place is allowed to soften even a little. If the mind wanders away, that is all right. It knows how to move. When you notice it drifting, gently return to the feeling of the breath, like returning to a favorite quiet room. Now imagine a soft dim light beginning to appear nearby. Not bright, not sharp, just a gentle glow like the last light of evening or the faint glow behind closed eyes. Sense this light as warm and calm and kind. It does not rush toward you. It simply comes closer with each easy breath. With an in-breath, feel this light drawing in around your shoulders, around your chest, wrapping you in its softness. With an out-breath, feel it settling, smoothing out any rough edges in the body, any leftover tension from the day. This light is like a blanket made of warmth and quiet. It drapes gently over you, filling the spaces between your thoughts, softening the muscles that have been working and quieting any parts of you that still feel on alert. Around the head and face, this gentle dim glow rests like a hood. The forehead loosens, the tiny muscles around the eyes melt, the jaw slackens as though a small weight has been lifted. Across the neck and throat, the light feels like a warm scarf, safe, comforting. Everything here can soften and sink. Over your chest and ribs, it feels like a tender, steady hand. Each breath moves under that hand, smooth and unhurried, the heart quietly supported, held in warmth. Down through the stomach, the belly, this dim light settles like a gentle sandbag, adding a little extra sense of weight, a feeling of being anchored, secure. Around your hips and legs, the softness continues, like a blanket tucked just right, not too tight, not too loose, enough to remind you that you are held, the whole body now wrapped in this quiet glow, resting in a cocoon of stillness and ease. Thoughts may still pass by from time to time. They can drift like fallen leaves on a slow river. They may appear float for a moment and gently move on. You do not have to follow them. They do not need your energy. Your only task here is no task at all. Just being, just breathing, just resting in this soft, dim light. Feel how the edges of the day begin to blur. What happened earlier becomes less clear, less sharp. The stories of the day fade into the background, like voices in another room. The body sinks a little deeper. The breath stays slow and kind. The light holds you steady and warm. If a pocket of tension appears, meet it with the same softness. Notice it, breathe near it, allow it to be wrapped in the same gentle glow. Nothing to fight, nothing to push away. In this stillness, you are safely anchored, supported from below, cradled by warmth all around, and soothed from within by the rhythm of your own breathing. Every exhale releases another thin layer of the day. The plans, the pressure, the effort. They slip away like dust settling quietly out of the air. Every inhale brings in a little more ease, a little more softness, a little more space. You do not have to go anywhere. You do not have to become anything. Simply rest here, held in this gentle, dim light, quietly sinking into stillness. The body heavy and safe, the breath slow and smooth. The mind drifting at the edges, growing quieter, softer, calmer. Nothing to do now, but continue to rest and let this stillness deepen in its own unhurried time. The day has been carried long enough. All its sounds and movements, its small efforts and decisions have led to this quiet place. Now the edges of the day begin to soften. Thoughts that were sharp a few hours ago grow round and gentle. The pace that once felt quick and busy starts to slow, like footsteps easing to a stop at a warm doorway. Notice how the body feels after everything that has happened. Not judging, not fixing, just noticing. A simple awareness of weight and warmth, of breath moving in and out. If anything still feels tight or hurried inside, it does not need to change right away. It is enough to see it, to feel it, and to know that rest is coming. In this moment, nothing needs to be solved. Imagine that the mind is like a room, softly lit, quiet, and safe. Along one wall there is a steady, sturdy shelf. It waits there, patient and welcoming, like a place made exactly for setting things down. All the little pieces of the day can rest on that shelf. They do not need to be carried through the night. Start with something small, perhaps a conversation that keeps replaying, or a task that did not get finished. Gently picture placing it on the shelf as if you were taking a small stone from your pocket and setting it down. Feel the slight relief in that simple movement. The body responds even to imagination. Shoulders ease, the jaw loosens, the belly softens a little more. Another small stone appears, another piece of the day, a moment of rushing, a thought about tomorrow, a list, an obligation, a tiny worry that hums in the background. Take that stone out too. Feel its familiar weight in the palm of your hand, then place it carefully on the shelf with the others. They can stay there, safe and waiting, far from the quiet that is growing here. One by one, more stones appear, each one a memory from earlier today. Something you said, something you did, something you wish had gone differently. There is no need to push them away, no need to hold them tight. Just set them down. The shelf can hold them all. Notice how your inner room feels with every piece you let rest. Space opens up where effort used to be. The air in this quiet place feels softer, warmer, easier to breathe. If the mind tries to pick a stone back up, that is all right. Kindly, gently, place it down again. There is time. There is no rush. Some thoughts might be larger, like heavier stones. Concerns about people you care about. Questions about choices or plans. Responsibilities that feel too important to forget. These too can be set down just for now. You are not throwing them away. You are only giving your hands and your heart a chance to rest from holding them. Imagine lifting one of these heavier stones. Feel its weight. Acknowledge how long you have carried it. Then slowly, lovingly, lay it on the shelf. Watch as its edges blur, becoming softer. Its bright, demanding pull fades into a warm, distant glow. It is still there, but it no longer presses against you. From this gentle distance, even the heaviest thoughts seem quieter. They glow softly at the far side of the mind, like lights in another room, with the door almost closed. Breathe into the space that is left behind. Each breath in opens the body a little. Each breath out invites another small letting go. The body begins to feel less like a solid, tense shape, and more like something soft and yielding, as if you are made of warm sand, freshly washed by the tide, slowly settling into stillness. Feel that warm sand quality in the muscles of the face, across the forehead, around the eyes. Any tightness there loosens, grain by grain, drifting down into comfort. The mouth and jaw soften as if the sand is gently sliding, finding its natural place. The tongue rests heavy and relaxed. The back of the neck lengthens and releases, nothing to hold up, nothing to brace against. The shoulders spread and melt, like sandbanks smoothing under a gentle wave. Arms grow heavier in the most peaceful way. Hands drift into a comfortable shape, no longer gripping, not needing to be ready for anything. Across the chest feel the warm sand settling. Breath moves through slow and easy, making soft ripples that fade as soon as they appear. Underneath it all, a sense of deep quiet support holds you without effort. The belly loosens and widens with each exhale. Any knots or clenched places begin to dissolve, grain by grain. Nothing to pull in, nothing to control. Hips and legs follow, heavy and warm, as if they are gently sinking into the surface beneath you. becoming part of it. Calves, ankles, and feet soften until they feel almost indistinct, like the border between sand and sea when the water has gone calm. Meanwhile, the shelf in the mind holds all the stones of the day. Some are already fading, their shapes less clear, their light dim and far away. Others rest beside them, waiting quietly, not asking for attention. If one more thought arises, greet it kindly. Recognize its shape, then picture yourself slipping it from your pocket or from your hand and placing it gently on the shelf. Watch as it too drifts into that warm, distant glow. Important, perhaps, but not important right now. Right now, nothing is urgent. You have stepped out of the busy, bright world and into a warm, dimly lit room inside yourself. Here, the light is low and soothing. The air feels safe and still. Every sound is softened. In this inner room, you do not need to reply or decide or remember. You do not need to be anything for anyone. The only task is to rest, to sink, to be held by the quiet. Notice how light the mind feels without all those small stones pressing at once. Notice how the body answers, softening deeper, like sand that has finally come to rest. Breath moves in, bringing ease. Breath moves out, taking with it the last traces of strain. Each exhale is another tiny setting down, another small release. If any thought returns, you already know the way. The shelf is there. The warm, distant glow is there. The safe, dim room of your own quiet awareness is here. Everything that needs your attention will wait. It will be there at another time, when you are ready. For now, the day is gently dissolving at the edges. The mind grows spacious, like a wide, calm sky after sunset. The body rests as a soft landscape in the dark, quiet and unhurried. Nothing to hold, nothing to rush. Only this slow, gentle descent into deeper ease and deeper stillness, drifting, settling, softening, until even the words begin to fade into the quiet that surrounds them. The day is loosening its grip now. Thoughts are softening around the edges. Here, in this quiet stretch of time, nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be fixed or improved. Only this gentle moment of rest is here. Notice the simple fact that you are breathing. Noticing it is enough. The body is already doing it easily on its own. All that is needed now is to keep company with the breath, like sitting beside an old familiar friend. Without changing anything, feel the next inhale as it arrives. Cool, perhaps, at the tip of the nose. A faint whisper of air moving in. Then feel the exhale as it leaves. Softer, a little warmer, drifting out. Cool as it comes in, warm as it goes out. Allow your awareness to rest there, at the doorway of the nose, in that simple meeting place where the air touches the body. Inhale, a gentle touch of coolness. Exhale, a melting warmth, slowly flowing away. You do not need to breathe deeply. You do not need to breathe slowly. Breathing is already happening. All that matters is this quiet noticing. Cool as you breathe in, warm as you breathe out. If the mind wants to wander, that is all right. Thoughts can move like distant clouds across a wide night sky. You do not have to chase them. You can stay here, closer to the body, closer to the breath. The breath is like a soft lighthouse, always in the same place, steady, and kind. Begin to feel the breath as a small wave. Breathing in, the wave slowly rises. Breathing out, the wave gently falls back. A slow tide, moving in, moving out. Nothing rushed, nothing forced. Imagine a quiet shore at night. The world is hushed. The sky is dim and tender. Very small waves slide up the sand, then slip back again. In and out, in and out. Each inhale is a wave that glides in toward the shore of your body. Each exhale is a wave that glides away, back into the open sea. Steady, rhythmic, peaceful. Feel how this rhythm is already there. It has been there all along, since before you began to notice it. The tide of the breath moving softly, caring for you in its own quiet way. You are simply resting beside it, watching, feeling, being with it. Cool air arriving, like a small wave reaching the shore. Warm air leaving, like that same wave sliding back into the dark water. Nothing is demanded of you, only presence, only this gentle awareness, rising and falling with each breath. If the breath changes, that is fine. If it becomes a little slower, or a little deeper, or stays just the same, everything is welcome. There is no right way to breathe here. Let go of any search for the perfect breath. Allow the breath to be exactly as it is and let awareness simply float upon it. Picture yourself as a small, safe boat resting on a calm ocean. The water moves slowly beneath you. A quiet lift as the inhale comes, a soft lowering as the exhale fades away. Up and down, up and down. You do not steer this boat. You do not have to row or direct it. It simply rocks with the tide, following the breath's gentle rise and fall. The body is the boat. The breath is the ocean. Awareness is just resting here, being rocked to ease. Notice again the subtle alertness at the point of the nose. Cool air moving in, maybe just slightly sharper, like the first touch of night air on the skin. Warm air moving out, like a faint sigh through parted lips. So simple, so ordinary, and yet so calming when given your kindness and attention. As the breath flows in, feel a hint of freshness coming into the body. Not a big rush, just a soft, clean feeling, like opening a window a little. As the breath flows out, feel a small release, tension unhooking itself, muscles loosening, fraction by fraction. Notice the shoulders as you exhale. Perhaps they drop a touch, or feel slightly heavier. Notice the jaw, the tongue, the forehead. With each warm breath leaving, a little more tightness melts away, like ice dissolving in a warm tide. Breathing in, the body receives. Breathing out, the body releases. Receiving, releasing, like waves collecting themselves and then spreading out across the sand. If a part of the body feels held or tight, you do not need to fix it. Simply let that place be gently rocked by the breath. Feel the inhale arrive and imagine the breath reaching that place with kindness. Feel the exhale leave and imagine a small flow of ease drifting out from that same spot. No force, only suggestion, only the idea of softening. The longer you rest here, the more the breath becomes a kind of lullaby. Not a song with words, just a quiet rhythm, in and out, in and out. The body listens, The mind listens, and slowly they begin to sway together. Thoughts that appear can be noticed as part of this tide. A thought appears on the inhale. It drifts away on the exhale. Another thought appears. It too is carried back out by the warm outgoing breath. Nothing needs to stay. Nothing needs to be pushed away. Allow attention to care less about the shape of the breath. No need to check if it is long or short, deep or shallow. Instead, rest with the feeling of being breathed, as though the whole body is being gently rocked by some larger, caring rhythm. Inhale, the boat rises. Exhale, the boat settles. Inhale, a soft lift. Exhale, a gentle sinking into safety, into weight, into rest. Notice how the breath now might feel slower or more spacious. Pauses may appear at the top of the inhale, at the bottom of the exhale. Tiny moments of stillness, like the brief quiet between waves. Everything is held in these small silences. You can rest inside them with no effort at all. Become curious about the quietness that surrounds the breath. Not only the air moving in and out, but the silence resting around each breath. A soft cushion of quiet. The breath moves through it, like a slow tide moving through the night. If the mind wanders, it is gently invited back by the next wave of cool air, and it is soothed again by the warmth of the exhale, again and again. No struggle, no need to be perfect, just this gentle returning, like a boat returning to its mooring, again and again. Feel how the whole body might now be breathing, the chest rising and falling, the belly perhaps moving softly, maybe a faint echo of the breath in the back, in the sides, in the legs. All of you rocked by this simple, kind rhythm. Let the breath cradle you. Let it hold you the way the ocean holds a drifting boat. You do not have to do anything to deserve this rest. You do not have to earn this softness. It is already here, in every slow, quiet breath. Cool air flowing in, bringing a tender alertness. Warm air flowing out, washing away the day. A tide that clears, then soothes. A tide that empties, then settles. As you continue, the edges of things may blur a little. Thoughts become softer, more distant. The body feels heavier, or lighter, or simply less defined. Awareness drifts, like that small boat on calm waters, rocked by a rhythm older than thought. Stay close to this rhythm, or drift a little away. Either is fine. The breath will continue, like waves on the shore, always coming, always going, a steady lullaby for the body and mind. Now the breath, the body, and the quiet around you are all part of the same gentle tide, rising and falling, cooling and warming, softly arriving, softly leaving, and you are being carried deeper into ease, deeper into rest on this slow, quiet breath. Notice how the space around you is beginning to feel quieter. The edges of the day start to soften, and your body knows it is safe to slow down. Breath by breath, the outside world can fade a little more into the distance. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be fixed or figured out. If any part of you still feels a little exposed, a little overstimulated, that is all right. You have carried so much today. You have moved through sounds, lights, thoughts, and expectations. Now this is the time to gently put all of that down. This is the time to turn inward, toward a space that belongs only to you. Begin to sense that somewhere inside there is a doorway. You do not have to see it clearly. Just know that it is there, waiting patiently, like a soft invitation. This doorway leads to a private inner sanctuary, a place that is always here for you, whenever you need to be held and sheltered. In your own way, move toward that doorway. No rush, no pressure. Each breath brings you a little closer. Each slow exhale is like a quiet step, guiding you inward. You arrive in front of this door, and you can feel how calm it is on the other side. Notice how solid and reassuring this doorway feels. It might be simple and plain, or carved with shapes and patterns that feel familiar. Perhaps it has a gentle weight, like a thick curtain or a sturdy wooden door. Whatever comes to mind is just right for you. This is your own inner threshold. For a moment, feel the world on this side of the door. All the noise, all the demands, everything you have been holding. You do not need to push anything away. Just sense it resting outside, like a distant hum. You are allowed to step away from it now. With your next easy breath, imagine reaching out and opening this door. You may feel the smoothness of a handle, the quiet glide of hinges, the soft swish of fabric. As the door opens, a gentle warmth flows toward you, like a comforting breeze, a tender, quiet air filled with safety, with calm, with welcome. You step through, and the door closes behind you with a soft final ease. Feel how, as the door closes, the outside world gently drops away. Sounds become muffled and distant, like echoes far, far off. Obligations fade as though they are dissolving into the background. You are now inside your inner sanctuary, and here, you are completely, deeply safe. Take a moment to sense this space. The air here is soft and still. It holds you with a quiet warmth, the way a soft blanket holds your shape. It is neither too warm nor too cool, just the perfect, comforting temperature for your body to rest. As you look around in your mind, notice that this sanctuary is softly lit. The light does not glare or strain your eyes. Maybe it comes from a small candle, its flame steady and calm. Or perhaps a gentle lantern glows from a corner, casting warm golden light that melts into the walls and the floor. The light feels kind, as though it is here only to soothe you. In this tranquil glow, shapes are smooth and gentle. Shadows are soft, with no sharp edges, nothing sudden or harsh. The light kisses every surface, making the whole space feel cozy and quiet. You might notice the flicker of the flame, slow and steady, like a calm heartbeat in the room. Now feel the place where your body can rest. Perhaps there is a deep, inviting nest of cushions. They are soft and supportive, wrapping around your body in just the right way. Or maybe you sense a low couch, or a pile of blankets arranged in a cozy nook. Whatever feels most comforting appears here for you, exactly as you need it. Imagine settling down into this resting place. The surface receives your weight with complete acceptance. Every part of you that touches it is held. Your back, your shoulders, your hips, your legs, your feet. All of you is supported, with nothing left out. Feel the cushions or blankets gently shaping themselves to your body. They meet you where you are without asking you to be any different. The fabric is soft against your skin, smooth and pleasant, like a quiet embrace. You can sink down a little more, letting gravity do the work, letting yourself be carried. Sense the way your body begins to respond. Muscles soften, as though they have been given permission to let go. Your jaw can release, your brow can smooth, your hands can rest without needing to hold anything. Breath becomes slower, easier, moving in and out like a gentle tide. Around you, the room is completely safe. You might picture thick, protective walls around this sanctuary, or perhaps you simply feel a bubble of calm surrounding you. Nothing from the outside can intrude here. This is your boundary, your shelter, your inner room of peace. In this space, nothing is expected of you. You do not have to speak, perform, or explain. You are not being watched or judged. You are simply here, breathing, resting, existing. And that is more than enough. Notice how the feeling of being held begins to deepen. The cushions hold you. The air holds you. Even the quiet light seems to hold you in a soft gaze of acceptance. Everything in this sanctuary is on your side. If you wish, you can add small touches to make this place even more your own. Maybe a favorite blanket appears, with a familiar weight and texture. Perhaps there is a pillow that fits perfectly under your head, or something comforting resting nearby, just for you. Whatever you need to feel even safer can appear here, gently, effortlessly. The room adjusts to your needs. If you want it quieter, it becomes even more still. If you like the sense of a distant soothing sound, perhaps you imagine a soft breeze outside, or a faint slow rhythm like a heartbeat. Everything in this inner sanctuary is designed for your comfort, your calm, your rest. Feel how, inside this space, your thoughts can soften too. They do not have to stop. They simply grow slower, more distant, like clouds passing across a wide, quiet sky. Any thought that feels too bright or too loud can gently drift outside the door, left there for another time, or perhaps not at all. Inside, at the center of this sanctuary, is you, the part of you that is simply awareness, simply presence. Here, you are entirely accepted, just as you are. No past mistakes, no future worries, just the steady, gentle truth of your being. Allow this sense of acceptance to spread through your body, from your chest, where the breath flows in and out, through your shoulders, down your arms, all the way to your fingertips, down your spine, into your hips, your legs, your toes. Every part of you is included in this soft welcome. If any area of your body feels tense or uneasy, imagine the warm glow from the candle or lantern softly reaching it. The light touches that place with kindness, like a hand resting gently in reassurance. You do not need to force anything to change. Just let those parts know they are allowed to soften, if and when they are ready. Notice how deeply sheltered you feel now. The door behind you is closed, protecting you from everything outside. Within these walls of calm you are cradled. Nothing can hurry you here. Time seems to slow down, stretching into a wide, peaceful stillness. You are free to stay as long as you wish. No one will knock. No one will call you out of this space before you are ready. This sanctuary exists outside of schedules and demands. It belongs to you, and it waits patiently whenever you return. Breath by breath, you can sink even more into this feeling of being held. Imagine the softness beneath you rising up to meet you, helping you let go of any last bit of holding on. Your body grows heavier in a pleasant, drowsy way. Like a stone resting at the bottom of a clear, quiet pool, you are supported on every side. The gentle light may grow dimmer now if that feels right. The candle might become a soft ember, or the lantern's glow may soften into a dusky haze. You remain safe, wrapped in the tender dusk of your inner world. Eyes heavy, breath slow, mind loosening its grip. Nothing is required of you here except to be, to breathe, to rest, to allow comfort in, with no resistance. Know that this inner sanctuary is always within reach. Whether you remember every detail or just the feeling of it, you can return any time. With a breath, with a small turn inward, the door appears, and the room waits with open arms. For now, stay where you are, nestled in this cozy, softly lit space. The outside world is far away. You are sheltered, held, and deeply, completely accepted. Let yourself drift here, letting the quiet wrap around you as the room, the warmth, and the gentle safety carry you deeper into rest and deeper into silence. Night gathers around you like a soft, quiet blanket. The day is already far away, like a story that is finished for now. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, only this gentle space of rest. Feel how still everything is becoming. The edges of the day grow softer. Thoughts that once felt sharp begin to blur, then drift, then fade. Breath moves slowly in and out like a calm tide on a peaceful shore. Notice the air around you, cool, calm, and gentle, as if the night itself is breathing with you in a slow and easy rhythm. Each inhale smooth and quiet, each exhale releasing a little more weight. Imagine you are outside, under a soft, open night sky. The world around you is calm and unhurried. The air is cool, but not cold. It feels velvety against your skin, like a soft whisper brushing past. As you breathe in, sense that velvety coolness touching your face, your neck, your arms. With each breath, the air wraps around you in a loose, light embrace. There is no rush here, only slow movement and ease and space. Picture the sky above, stretching wide and deep, a dark, gentle blue, quiet and endless. High above, stars glow softly, not harsh or bright, just calm little points of light. They twinkle in the distance, steady and unbothered, watching over the sleeping world. You are under that sky, safe and held. The ground beneath you feels steady and supportive, and yet with each breath your body feels just a little lighter, as if the weight you carried through the day is slowly lifting away. Notice how your arms feel, heavier where they rest, and yet, in another way, almost floating. Muscles softening, joints loosening, fingers gently unwinding. It is as though the cool night air is flowing around them, carrying away any last traces of effort. Feel your legs settling deeper, heavier, fully supported, and at the same time, imagine the breeze moving quietly around them, a soothing, slow current of air, making them feel light and unburdened, safe to sink, safe to drift. Breath moves in, cool, velvety, soft against the back of the throat, the chest gently expanding. Breath moves out, warm and loose, taking with it any leftover tension, any leftover noise, in and out, slow and easy. Now imagine that with each breath, the night air grows gentler, almost like a soft river of darkness around you. This river of air is calm and kind. It holds you without pressure, without demand. Just quiet support, like invisible hands beneath you. Notice how your body feels a little lighter than before. Bones heavy, but the feeling around them light and buoyant, as if the air itself is beginning to cradle you. You are not trying to float. Floating is simply happening. Sense a slow, gentle lifting through your chest and shoulders, as if the night is easing them upward, away from the pull of the day. The weight of worry, of plans, of memories begins to thin out, like mist dissolving into the dark blue sky. Thoughts drift past, smaller and softer now. They do not need attention. They can simply pass. Above, the stars continue their soft, steady shining. They are in no hurry. They do not push or pull. They simply exist, calm and constant, like quiet companions in the dark. Feel yourself carried by the night air, as if lying in a light, invisible hammock of coolness. It sways just a little, a slow, dreamy motion, forward and back, side to side, so small, so gentle. It is almost only a feeling of comfort. With each tiny motion, a little more of the day slides away. Voices grow distant, tasks and lists fade into the background, then slip beyond the horizon of awareness. All that remains is this soft sense of drifting, supported and free. Imagine now that the ground under you is dissolving into the night, leaving you resting on the air itself. You are safe, securely cradled. The air is soft as silk, cool as a quiet evening, steady as a calm heartbeat. It knows exactly how to hold you. Your body feels almost weightless, as if every part of you has been gently unhooked from gravity. The pull downward is weaker now, the pull of rest is stronger. You float between them, right in the center of calm. Notice the space around your head, a bubble of quiet, like a soft dome of night. Thoughts in this space are fewer and thinner, like wisps of cloud in the wide, dark blue sky above. They appear for a moment, then stretch, soften, and drift apart until there is mostly just open space. Breath keeps moving, calm and sure. In, a cool touch of night. Out, a slow surrender, deeper into ease. Every exhale is like sinking into a warm, soft bed of air. Every inhale is like being gently lifted, just enough to float. The more you float, the lighter you feel. The lighter you feel, the quieter the mind becomes. There is nothing to hold on to here, nothing you need to manage or control. You are carried in this easy drifting. You may feel as though you are slowly gliding through the night sky itself. Stars above, soft darkness below. You glide between them, wrapped in the velvety air, free from edges and boundaries. The noise of waking life feels far away now, like faint echoes from another room, another time. They cannot reach you here. This night air is a gentle distance, a soft shield of stillness. Every part of you understands that it is safe to let go, safe to be quiet, safe to be held by something larger and softer than thought. The night carries you as easily as a breeze carries a fallen leaf. You may notice small sensations along the skin, a feeling of coolness at the edges of your body, a gentle tingle in the hands, the feet, the face, where the air brushes past. These are signs of relaxation deepening, of awareness becoming light and spacious. Inside, everything slows down, breath slow, heart steady, mind open and wide, like that dark blue sky with its distant twinkling lights. Thoughts thin out, further and further apart, until there are long stretches of quiet in between. In those stretches of quiet, you float, no effort, no direction you must travel. Just a calm sense of being carried, being moved so gently you can barely feel the motion. The night air feels almost like water now, soft and supportive, holding every curve and line of your body. It conforms to you, surrounds you, shelters you. You are perfectly balanced in it, not sinking, not rising, simply resting in the middle of peace. If anything tries to rise up in the mind, it arrives like a tiny cloud. In this wide, dark blue space, even the heaviest thought is light. The breeze of your breath moves it along, stretches it thin, until it fades back into the softness all around. The stars above are steady, unchanging, a calm reminder that everything is all right. They watch over your floating form with quiet patience. They ask nothing of you. They simply shine while you rest. The longer you rest here, wrapped in this cool velvet of night, the more your body understands how to surrender. Muscles soften even more. Joints feel loose and warm. The space inside the chest feels open and easy, like a room with the windows gently swung wide to a sweet evening breeze. You are drifting now, far from any noise, far from any urgency. The world of doing has slipped away. You are in the world of being, and even that is becoming softer, lighter, quieter. Stay with the feeling of the night air holding you, cool, gentle, surrounding. Each breath an invisible hand, lifting and lowering you in the calmest of rhythms. Nothing to change, nothing to fix. Just floating here, in this wide, dark space, under distant, twinkling stars. Thoughts like thin clouds dissolving into the deep blue. Breath like a slow tide, rocking you deeper and deeper into stillness. Softly now, everything grows even quieter. The air, the body, the mind, all moving together in one slow, easy drift. You are carried light and free in the tender arms of the night, floating, slipping gently toward deeper and deeper rest. Imagine yourself very still now. The day is behind you. Thoughts begin to thin out. Breath moves slowly in and out. Everything around you feels quieter, softer, more distant. Now picture a stretch of calm water, wide, gentle, and perfectly safe. The air is cool and soft against your skin. The world is hushed, as if it is whispering you toward rest. You are floating here. Your body rests easily on the surface. The water rises up to meet you, to hold you. Nothing to do, nothing to carry, nothing to manage. Only this gentle support underneath you. Feel how steady it is, cool but not cold, comforting and dependable. Every part of you is held, your head, your shoulders, your back, your arms, your legs. Notice how your weight begins to spread out. The water takes all of it. You do not have to help. You do not have to try. You are carried without effort. There is a quiet rocking here. Tiny ripples move beneath you. They lift you just a little and then set you down, up and down in a slow, easy rhythm, like a long, deep breath you do not have to take yourself. Feel the back of your body resting, supported so completely that your muscles start to loosen. Any held tension in the neck begins to soften. The shoulders ease down toward this soft support. If you notice a place that still feels tight, let the water meet it. Imagine that place sinking just a little deeper into the gentle surface. The water adjusts instantly, rising up around it, holding, cradling, without any pressure, without any demand. The night around you is peaceful. Above, the sky is dark and open. The moon hangs quietly, calm and steady. Its light touches the surface of the water in a thin silver path. That moonlight shimmers over the small ripples, soft, shifting, never rushed. It appears, fades, appears again, a slow dance of light on the gentle waves. You float beneath this quiet sky. Nothing pulls you forward. Nothing asks for your attention. You are free to simply drift. Notice how the rocking motion becomes more familiar. The slight rise, the slight fall. A gentle sway from side to side. Always smooth, always safe, always slow. As the water moves, it carries away the last bits of strain. A small wave slides under your back and neck, taking tension with it. Another glides past your hips and legs, washing away any heaviness. Each soft ripple passes through and continues on, leaving more ease behind. Feel the space around your chest. Imagine the water supporting the whole front of your body. Even though you float on your back, it is as if you are held from every side. Breath becomes peaceful here, wide and unforced. In this place, you do not have to hold yourself up. The water does that for you. You do not have to think your way through anything. The gentle rocking thinks for you now, in slow, wordless movements. The coolness of the air touches your face. Your eyelids grow heavier, more relaxed. The small muscles around your eyes soften and let go. Your jaw loosens, lips resting lightly, with no effort at all. Every tiny movement of the water reminds you that you are safe, held, supported, cradled here in this quiet lake. You float as easily as a leaf that has come to rest on the surface, light, unburdened, open to drifting wherever the soft ripples lead. If thoughts appear, let them drift by on the water too, each thought like a small twig or feather, touching the surface, then moving away. You do not need to follow. You can stay where you are, resting, while everything else gently passes. The moon's reflection stretches towards you across the water, a path of soft light that never quite stands still. It shimmers, then softens, then shimmers again. Its quiet glow adds to the feeling of calm, as if the whole night is watching over you. Feel how deeply the sense of being held is sinking in. Your back, your hips, your legs trust the water more and more. They loosen, lengthen, and rest. Even the small muscles in your hands and feet begin to let go. The rocking grows slower in your awareness. so slow that it almost feels like stillness, just the faintest rise and fall, like faraway ocean tides. You barely need to notice it to be comforted by it. Notice the silence between the tiny waves, the quiet space between each motion. In that quiet, your mind softens and spreads out, like the water under you, open, wide, and at peace. Nothing presses on you here. No deadlines, no noise, no urgency. Just the steady promise of this gentle lake, holding you tonight, holding you completely. If any last bits of tightness remain, imagine the water flowing very slowly through them. A cool, soothing current weaving around muscles and joints, softening, loosening, easing everything it touches, leaving only warmth, only rest, only softness behind. Now the body feels heavier, and at the same time lighter. Heavier where it meets the water as it fully settles, lighter in all the places that used to hold tension, as though the water has taken the weight from inside you. Your thoughts grow drowsy and slow. Words fade into feelings, and feelings into a quiet hum. Awareness rocks with the same gentle rhythm as your body, up and down, in and out, like the most peaceful tide. You are completely supported here. Nothing is expected of you. It is enough simply to float, to be carried, to be rocked. Each moment blending softly into the next. The moonlight continues to tremble on the water's surface, a faraway glimmer that asks nothing, demands nothing, just a soft reminder that the night is kind and calm, that you are small and safe within it. With every slow breath, you sink a little deeper into comfort. The boundary between your body and the water grows hazy, as if you are part of the lake now, quiet, deep, and endlessly at ease, held, supported, gently rocked, carried toward rest in the softest possible way. Nothing to resist, nothing to change. Only this calm water beneath you, this quiet night above you, and the slow, soothing drift into deeper and deeper silence. Night has settled in around you now, soft, quiet, unhurried. Above, a wide sky stretches open, deeper than words, calm and endless. Below, the earth receives your weight, steady and sure, holding you with quiet strength. Feel how your body meets that support. The gentle pull of gravity, the slight pressure where your back or your side or your legs touch what is beneath you. Safe, held. Imagine yourself lying under the open night. The air is cool and gentle on your skin. Breath drifts in and out in an easy rhythm. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, just this simple resting. Above you, a dark velvety sky. Scattered across it, countless tiny stars. Quiet lanterns, small and far away, softly shining. Each one steady, each one patient. Let your awareness drift upward for a moment, in your mind, as if your eyes could slowly open inside this quiet space within you, and see that wide, gentle sky. So many stars that you could never count them. So many lights that the night feels full, yet still calm. Notice how it feels to sense that vastness. So much space, so much quiet distance. You might feel very small here, like a tiny shape resting on the surface of the earth. Just one breathing body under an endless sky. If any part of you feels overwhelmed by that hugeness, Let that be okay. Just notice it softly, as you might notice a cloud drifting across the moon. Nothing to fix, nothing to change, only gentle awareness. Now return slowly to the weight of your body. Here, right here. Notice where your body meets the solid ground, the firmness beneath you, unmoving, dependable. Feel how the earth does not ask anything of you. It simply holds you. It takes your weight without effort. It supports you without question, breath by breath, second by second. With each exhale, allow a little more of your weight to sink down, shoulders softening, hips settling, legs heavy and warm, the ground accepting every part of you. You are resting between two gentle infinities, the endless sky above, the deep quiet earth below, held lovingly in the space between. Imagine the stars again, far above, not sharp or bright, but soft and distant, little points of comfort scattered across the dark, like small patient friends who never hurry you, who never demand anything. You do not need to reach them. You do not need to understand them. Just feel their quiet presence, far away and peaceful. They have shone for a long, long time. They will keep shining while you rest. Notice how the vastness above and the steadiness below begin to meet inside you. A wide, open feeling in your chest, a deep, grounded feeling in your belly, both at the same time. You are small here, yes, a single person, breathing slowly in the dark, and yet you belong completely to this moment, to this patch of earth, to this sky full of gentle lights. Sense the outline of your body growing softer at the edges, not so sharply separate from what holds you, your back and the ground almost blending, your breath and the night air moving as one smooth tide. Above, the stars shimmer quietly, not to impress you, not to amaze you, just existing easily, the way you are allowed to exist easily now. No effort, no striving. Below, the earth remains still and sure. It does not move away. It does not waver. It simply stays, a slow, deep presence beneath you. If thoughts appear, let them be like tiny stars too, distant, harmless, just small points of light drifting across the inner sky of your mind. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to hold them. They can sparkle for a moment and then fade back into the dark, and you remain here, breathing, supported, cradled between sky and ground. Notice how the breath feels now. Inhaling, as if drawing in a cool, soft darkness filled with scattered light. Exhaling, as if sending your weight down into the arms of the earth, upward softness, downward support, finding a balance in the center of you. With each breath out, feel the muscles of your body grow more loose, the face smoothing, jaw relaxed, tongue resting comfortably, eyes easy, even if they are closed. The neck releases, shoulders drop a little closer to the ground, arms grow heavier, comfortably still, hands quiet, fingers loose and warm. The spine is supported. The curve of the back is carried by what is beneath you. Hips and thighs relax into a pleasant heaviness. Knees, calves, and feet melt into the safety of the earth. From head to toe, a gentle awareness of being held, not by a person, not by an idea, simply by the world itself, calm and steady. Above, those tiny lanterns of light keep watch without effort. They do not need your attention, and yet they are always there, steady, calm, like distant heartbeat pulses in the night. You are a quiet part of that same vastness. Here, smallness is not a problem. It is a relief. You are free from needing to be big, or important, or in control. You are allowed to be just what you are, a breathing body resting on gentle ground under an endless sky. Feel how safe that can be, how simple, how kind. Nothing pressing in on you, only space around you and support beneath you. If you pay attention inside, you might sense a soft widening in your awareness, as though the edges of you are opening out into the night, just a little, not leaving your body, simply relaxing any tightness around who you think you are. You, the earth, the sky, all part of one quiet scene. In this scene, you are not separate from comfort. The comfort is under you, above you, around you, within you. Each breath ties you to it more deeply. Each exhale invites you to sink a little further into rest. The stars do not rush. The earth does not rush. You do not need to rush either. Time stretches long and gentle here. Let the feeling of being cradled grow more and more familiar. The universe is not something far away. It is the ground under your body. It is the air around your skin. It is the quiet space behind your closed eyes. You are resting in its arms. Small, yes, but never alone. Allow your thoughts to grow slower now, like leaves drifting down onto soft soil. Allow your breath to find the pace it chooses. Trust the ground to hold you. Trust the sky to keep watch. You are safe to loosen your grip on this day. Safe to float a little between waking and dreaming. Safe to let silence gather softly around each word, each breath. Held between stars above and soft earth below, you can drift. Gentle, unhurried, weightless in your mind, supported in your body. Nothing more is needed, just this quiet resting, just this deep, steady support, just this soft, widening night, and you sinking deeper into its peaceful embrace. The day is already behind you now. All the noise, all the effort is slowly fading into the distance. Here, in this quiet space, nothing is needed, nothing is urgent. Only the slow, gentle unwinding of the mind and body. Feel how the air around you is softer now. The light is dimmer, the edges of the day growing blurry. Each breath moves in and out in an easy, natural rhythm. A simple rise and fall, like a calm tide underneath everything. Notice how your body is resting where it is, supported, safe. The surface beneath you holding all of your weight, so you do not have to hold anything at all. Muscles loosening without effort, as if they are quietly remembering how to rest. As the body settles, the thoughts that move through the mind begin to change. They are not as sharp now, not as loud. Ideas that felt solid during the day begin to soften, like clouds drifting apart in a slow sky. You might notice a thought appear, then fade before it finishes. A memory, a plan, a word that does not quite complete itself. It is all right to let these half-thoughts come and go. They do not need to be followed, or fixed, or solved. Each time the mind starts to grasp at something, feel the gentle weight of your body again. The heaviness in your arms, your legs, your hands, as if each part of you is settling a little deeper into the surface below. Supported from underneath, held without any effort from you. Breathing in, there is a slight sense of expansion. Breathing out, a soft release, like a quiet sigh. With every out-breath, little pieces of the day loosen and slip away. Conversations, sounds, screens, and tasks all drifting to the edges. Thoughts that once felt like solid walls begin to feel more like mist. You can notice them without needing to step inside them. They hover for a moment, then melt back into the background. Nothing to push away, nothing to hold on to. If the mind tries to replay the day, it can do so like watching distant shapes through a light fog. You may see them, but they are far, gentle, not important anymore. They blur around the edges, softer with each breath, almost like echoes of a story you no longer need to finish. Now sense the weight of your body a little more deeply. The quiet pull of gravity, drawing you downward in the most comforting way. Your limbs may feel heavier, thicker, almost distant, as though you are slowly sinking into a warm, safe nest. You might notice the boundary between your body and the space around it beginning to soften. The line between skin and air not quite as clear as before, as if the edges of you are gently dissolving into the quiet around you, resting, floating, yet held. Inside this soft heaviness, the mind grows hazier. Thoughts become less like sentences and more like faint impressions. Perhaps a color, a place, a face, a word that fades before you can catch it. This is the mind loosening its grip, gently stepping toward dreams. If images begin to appear, you do not need to hold them still. A doorway, a path, a room from long ago. They can drift in, shimmer for a second, and then slide quietly away. You are simply present with the gentle flow, not trying to direct it. Notice how easy it is now to lose track of where one thought ends and another begins. Ideas overlap, blend, trail off before they find an ending. This is perfectly natural here. The mind is moving from clear daylight into the twilight of sleep. Time too begins to soften. Minutes no longer feel separate. There is only this stretch of quiet, drawn out and smooth. You do not need to know how long you have been resting or how long remains. Breath continues on its own. Body sinks a little more fully with each exhale. Mind floats, lighter and lighter, above the deep weight of the body, heavy below, drifting above, both completely at ease. You may feel as if you are standing at the edge of a doorway. Behind you, the day, fading away. Before you, a vast, gentle darkness filled with soft, unformed dreams. You do not need to step through quickly. You can linger here, in this tender in-between. Thoughts now may feel like distant voices in another room. You can hear a trace of them, but the words are unclear. They matter less and less. Only the feeling of rest, of being carried, remains clear. If a small concern tries to rise, it can be met with the downward pull of your body. Feel how heavy your legs are, how relaxed your shoulders have become. Worries have no place to anchor inside such softness. They simply slide away. Images may continue to come and go. Perhaps a fragment of a dream begins to form, like a scene glimpsed through a half-open curtain. You do not need to decide what it is about or what it means. It is enough to let it pass through, like a warm breeze through a quiet room. Words from this voice may start to blur as well. You may notice only the tone, the rhythm, the slow rising and falling. You do not have to hold on to every sentence. You can let the sound wash gently over you, like calm water against a shore at night. Every now and then, attention may drift away completely and then return. You might suddenly realize you missed a moment or several moments. That is part of the soft descent that is happening. Awake and asleep trading places in a slow, peaceful dance. The body now feels heavier than ever, yet somehow lighter too. Heavy where it rests, light in the spaces inside, as if you are made of warm sand that has settled, grain by grain, into perfect stillness. Nothing to move, nowhere to go. Here, just before sleep, the world becomes distant. Sounds, if there are any, feel far away and harmless. Thoughts float like tiny pieces of dust in a beam of fading light. The only thing close is this deep sense of ease spreading quietly through you. You are resting on the edge of dreams, where everything is softer. Edges blur, stories do not need endings, and effort slowly disappears. Awareness is free to dim, like a lamp turned down low. Dimmer and dimmer, without any strain at all. If words still reach you, they can drift past like small boats on a dark, gentle river. You do not need to climb into them. You can remain on the soft riverbank of this moment, simply watching them glide by, or even let them pass without noticing them at all. Breath in, slow and easy. Breath out, a little deeper, a little quieter. The space between breaths widens, opens, stretches into calm silence. In that silence, sleep is waiting, patient, kind. Now the mind is free to wander without needing to report back. It can slip into images, stories, and places beyond words. You are already leaning in that direction like a door gently swinging closed. No push, no force, just the natural pull of rest. Stay here as long as you wish, hovering in this soft threshold. If sleep comes, it can take you gently, the way night slowly takes the sky. No clear moment, just a gradual deepening of darkness and ease. Thoughts thinning, sounds fading, everything growing quieter and quieter into silence. The body has already done so much today. Now it does not need to do anything more. Nothing to plan, nothing to solve. Only this soft, quiet time of resting here. Notice how the air feels around you. Gentle, steady, safe. Almost as if it is holding you up and holding you in at the very same time. Breath moves in, breath moves out, slowly, easily, without being managed or controlled. Every breath a small wave of comfort, every exhale a slow release, as if each out-breath carries you a little further away from the sharp edges of the day, a little deeper into your own warm inner night. The body knows how to settle. It remembers how to sink toward rest. You do not have to lead it. You only stay nearby, quietly, like a gentle companion watching over it. Notice how you are resting on what supports you. The mattress, the pillow, the blanket, all of it forming a soft nest around you, beneath you, holding all of your weight so you do not have to. Imagine that this support beneath you becomes even softer now, as if it gives way in the nicest possible way, not falling, just a slow, velvety yielding, like sinking into warm, dark water that perfectly carries you. You feel yourself gently descending, not far, not fast, just a slow, easy sinking, as though you were passing through layers of quiet, each layer softer and darker and more peaceful than the one before. With every breath you drift a little lower. With every exhale, you let go of a thin layer of effort, a thin layer of holding on, a thin layer of staying alert. Thoughts might still move through the mind. That is completely fine. They drift in and they drift out, like faint shapes passing through a dim, gentle space. You do not have to follow them. They can come and go on their own as you keep sinking into stillness. Notice how the edges of the body begin to blur a little, hands softer, feet softer, face soft and loose and quiet. The whole outline of you gently dissolving into the support beneath you. As you sink, it is as if the light around you slowly dims, not in a sudden way, just a gradual fading, as though someone is turning the day down with a slow, careful hand. Shadows become softer. Sounds become softer. Everything moves away from the bright surface and into something calm and deep. You are not trying to fall asleep. You are not trying to make anything happen. You are simply resting in this slow descent. Resting in this feeling of floating downward, like a leaf sinking through still water. If any part of you wonders, am I sleeping yet? That curious part can relax too. It can rest right on the border, where wakefulness and sleep gently blend together, where you are aware, but not watching, present, but not doing. Allow the mind to grow a little wider now, less focused, less sharp, as if the center of your attention softens and spreads out into a quiet, inner space, a calm, spacious, inner landscape that does not need to look like anything at all. Here there are no tasks, no clocks, no next thing to prepare for. Time feels slower, thicker, like a soft night air that you can breathe in deeply. Thoughts that once felt close now feel far away. They grow lighter and more distant, like small boats drifting off across a dark, gentle sea. You see them go, you feel no pull to follow. Notice how comforting it feels to simply be here, suspended between waking and sleep, not pulled in either direction, just hovering, safe, in this in-between space, while your body sinks deeper and deeper into rest. With each breath, the darkness around you feels warmer, soft, velvety, and kind. It wraps itself around you like a gentle blanket made of night, welcoming you in, inviting you to let go of the day, one detail at a time. Maybe you feel a pleasant heaviness, limbs weighted, anchored, steady, or perhaps a quiet weightlessness, as though the bed has become a warm cloud that carries you easily. However it feels is perfectly right for you now. Imagine that under this cloud, under this bed, there is an endless, soft darkness, safe and deep. You slowly sink through the softness, no rush, no urgency, only a slow drifting downward, through layer after layer of comfort, layer of warmth, layer of quiet, layer of ease, each one loosening you a little more, each one taking away a little more tension, a little more noise. Any last bits of effort begin to melt. The effort to think, the effort to monitor, the effort to care how quickly you fall asleep. All of it gently dissolves, as if it were made of mist in the night air. In this deepening stillness, even words may start to blur at the edges. They become soft shapes themselves, part of the quiet landscape within. You hear them, and then they fade, like footprints filling with sand on an empty shore. Breath goes in, breath goes out, steady, slow, soothing, nothing to fix, nothing to improve. In this moment, your only task is to rest in this gentle drifting, to be carried downward by your own natural rhythms. Awareness may float and wander. It might touch a thought, a memory, a small dream image, then slide away again. You do not need to hold on to anything it touches. Everything can come and go like clouds passing over a quiet moon. Notice how safe it feels to be held by this darkness. It is not empty. It is full of quiet, full of warmth, full of the simple promise that you are allowed to rest. The mind softens even more now, like a hand that has been holding on for too long, finally opening and letting everything fall gently away. Plans fall away, worries fall away. Even the idea of relaxing correctly falls away. You do not have to watch yourself. You do not have to check in on how relaxed you are. You can simply be the one who is sinking, the one who is drifting, the one who is wrapped in this soft, inner night. Every part of you that was working hard today is now released, released from pressure, released from demand, released from having to figure anything out. If any thought tries to pull you back up, imagine it landing on the surface far above you. You see it settle there, floating, while you remain much deeper down, where everything is calmer, quieter, slower. Here, under the surface, the water is still. The air is heavy with peace. You are not pushing yourself towards sleep. You are letting sleep, or deep rest, come to you in its own slow way. If sleep wants to arrive, it will. If the mind prefers to hover in this dreamlike awareness a little longer, that is welcome too. Both are forms of rest. Both are gentle places for you to be. Feel how wide the inner space has become, soft and open all around you. Nothing inside this space is urgent. Nothing inside this space is loud. Every movement is slow, smooth, and easy. You are sinking, and you are held. You are dissolving, and you are safe. Thoughts dissolve, edges dissolve. Only comfort remains. Now the words may begin to grow softer, further apart. You do not need to catch each one. You do not need to follow along closely. You are free to drift in and out just as you drift between waking and sleep. Breath, warmth, darkness, a slow descent into quiet. Rest here, in this gentle hovering. Rest here, in this deepening night within. No direction, no demand. Only the soft, natural pull of your own body and mind, drifting exactly where they need to go. And now you can let everything continue to slow, drifting, sinking, dissolving into a silence that holds you and carries you and asks nothing more. The quiet has deepened now. The edges of the day have softened and faded, and whatever needed your attention has slipped far away. like distant ripples on a dark, still lake. Here, only this gentle stillness remains. The body is resting in its own way, in its own time. Breath is moving in a slow, easy rhythm, without effort, without any need to guide it. Thoughts move more slowly, like faint shapes passing behind a soft curtain, barely noticed, already dissolving. You are simply here, in this quiet resting place, held by the calm that has gathered around you. All around the space feels safe and hushed, like a room lit only by a faint, steady glow. Nothing is pressing in. Nothing is required. Everything can be as it is. If sleep has come, it has come gently, like a tide that rose so slowly you hardly knew when the shore disappeared. If you are resting in the space just before sleep, that is perfectly enough. This in-between place is soft and welcome. You are allowed to linger here as long as you like. The mind may drift, or it may float in a peaceful blankness. The body may feel heavy and rooted, or light and drifting. Whatever is happening, it is all accepted, all supported by the quiet around you. You are safe here. You are completely allowed to rest, without doing, without trying, without changing anything. All the small concerns of the day now feel very far away. They belong to another time, another layer of experience that does not need to be visited now. Here, only the gentle flow of breath matters, only the soft ease in the muscles, the calm weight of your body, the open, spacious feeling of being unhurried. Nothing is asked of you, nothing is expected. You have reached a place where you no longer need to move toward anything. You are already where you need to be. In this quiet, the nervous system settles down like a bird folding its wings. Every signal of safety, every sense of warmth and softness wraps around you like a light blanket, drawn up just enough to make you feel sheltered and held. You are allowed to let go of planning. You are allowed to let go of remembering. Past and future fall away, like pages closing gently on their own. What remains is this simple, quiet now, smooth and open. If any thoughts appear, they can be treated like faint echoes in a wide valley. They rise, they sound for a moment, and then they fade back into the gentle silence that holds everything. Nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing needs to be solved. You are not falling behind. You are not missing out. Rest itself is enough. Breath continues, steady and kind, in and out. A slow tide that keeps you connected to a deep, easy rhythm beneath all activity. This rhythm asks nothing of you. It simply cradles you moment by moment, breath by breath. If parts of the body are still awake, they are surrounded by softness. If parts are already far away, drifting into dreams, they are floating on a calm sea of safety. Every part of your experience is welcome. You are fully allowed to be exactly as you are. Around you the sense of space widens. There is more room to rest, more room to breathe, more room to simply be. It can feel like lying in a wide, quiet field at night, sky stretching out endlessly above, the earth steady and warm below. You are held between these two gentle supports without needing to do anything at all. In this wide, quiet space, you are not alone. You are supported by the simple fact that rest is natural. The body knows how to rest. The mind too knows how to soften. There is an ancient wisdom in every cell, in every slow breath, that understands exactly how to move toward ease, toward healing, toward calm. You do not have to guide that process. You do not have to watch it. You can let it unfold in the background while you float in this soft, peaceful pause. Here, it is safe to loosen your hold on everything. Safe to let your thoughts drift out like small boats released onto a gentle current, moving slowly beyond the horizon until they are just faint shapes, then nothing at all. What remains is spaciousness, a quiet sense of simply existing, without pressure, without effort. Being is enough. Breathing is enough. Resting is more than enough. Even if sounds come and go, they pass through the soft field of your awareness and fade away, leaving almost no trace. Each sound only reminds you that beneath everything, this calm is still here. This place of ease is still holding you. You are allowed to sink deeper into this feeling or to float lightly at the surface. Both are forms of rest. Both are welcome. The body lies where it lies, completely accepted. Any last bits of tension can continue to unwind on their own, without direction, in their own quiet time. There is no deadline for this easing, no schedule, no rush. Like the slow dimming of evening light, comfort can deepen almost unnoticed until you realize how peaceful it has become. You are safe in this resting place, supported by the surface beneath you, supported by your own breath, supported by a quiet kindness that does not judge, does not hurry, does not demand. You are free to stay here, free to drift, free to sink into sleep or hover in deep relaxation, free to remain just as you are. Each moment grows a little softer, a little more spacious. Thoughts grow lighter, the senses grow quieter. Awareness may narrow down into a small warm glow at the center of your experience, or it may spread out thin and wide like a gentle mist. Either way, you are wrapped in rest. You are wrapped in ease. Nothing needs to be held on to. Nothing needs to be followed. If dreams begin to form, they can rise like distant shapes on the horizon of your mind, slow and harmless, moving in their own gentle way. You do not need to meet them. You do not need to turn toward them. You can simply let them come and go as you drift in the soft space between waking and sleep. Here, you are completely safe. Here, everything that truly matters is already being taken care of quietly, in the background, while you rest. All that is asked of you now is nothing at all. Just being here, just breathing softly, just letting this deep quiet hold you. The voice that has been guiding you can become softer now, like a companion stepping back a little, giving you more room. Words grow slower, lighter, and more distant, as though they are wrapped in layers of gentle silence. Soon even these words will fade. What will remain is the calm that has gathered in you, the sense of being safe, the sense of being supported, the sense of being completely free to stay just as you are, for as long as you wish. Rest is here. Quiet is here. You are here, in this soft, quiet resting place. And now the words can grow fainter, like a whisper carried away on a warm, slow breeze, leaving only the spacious, peaceful silence and you resting deeply within it.